What's up, everybody? Welcome to some Oketra, god of all kitty cats, god of all meows, the one and true breaker of boxes. Oketra herself. Hope you're excited. Already to keep our opening hand, I did enjoy it. I didn't really say that. I already said it before we kept it. But yeah, enjoy it. We've got Ancient Tomb, Plains, we've got Flagstones, Oblivion Ring, Legion's Landing, which is nice. Hopefully we can get that down. Get some good vampires going. In fact, let's go and lead off with that one. Let's get the Plains down, and let's go for Legion's Landing. Get that down. Get a 1-1 soldier. Anything else, we're going to go and pass the turn. We were playing Oketra, the true breaker of all boxes, kitty cat boxes, double strike, indestructible. Oketra can't attack or block unless you control at least 3 other creatures. And then for 4 mana, create a 1-1 white warrior creature token with vigilance. All right, ooh, drawing the skull clamp. I like that a lot. Let's go and swing it for 1 with the vampire. Let's just get the card draw going. Swinging it for 1 is going to put our opponent down to 29. And then with Legion's Landing, we're going to get to flip when we attack with 3 more creatures. Yeah, let's go and go for that. I'm okay with that. That's going to be Ancient Tomb. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Let's get the Ancient Tomb down. Let's go forward. 1-2 off the Ancient Tomb. Go up for the Skull Clamp. And equip it onto that Vampire Soldier. Draw 2 cards. Mentor the Meek. Ooh, yes, I like that a lot. Alright, we're going to go and pass the turn. Playing against Rashmi. Whenever you cast your first spell each turn, reveal the top card of your library. If it's a non-land card with a converted mana cost less than that spell's, you may cast it without paying its mana cost. If you don't cast the revealed card, put it into your hand. Alright, let's see what we're drawn to. Drawn to another Plains. Let's go and get that down. This is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, let's go for Mentor of the Meek. I think I like that. It's going to be 1, 2, 3. Get that down. We can also get down the Anointed Procession. Get down Oketra. We can start creating those soldier tokens and start getting some good Skull Clamp action going. Love this card. Never gets old. If I'm playing a token, if you're ever going to play any token deck that has a 1/1 creature in there, the next card you should put in would be Skull Clamp, just because it's just silly. I don't know, it's just 1 mana, draw 2 cards as many times as you want. It's just insanity. Love it. Alright, so right now we can go for a catcher if we want to. Yeah, let's go for a catcher. Let's go for a catcher. It's going to be 1, 2, 3. Either way, I'll have to tap out. 1, 2, 3. Get down Oketra. We can push in for 1 if we want to. Let's go ahead and get the Plains down. Actually, we're working towards some pretty good devotion, especially if we get down to Anointed Procession. Let's go ahead and get the Shrine down. I think I like that. Go for the Shrine. Do we want to equip the Skull Clamp onto Mentor of the Meek? That's going to make it a 3/1. Yeah, let's just go and pass the turn. I'm okay with that. We'll go and pass the turn. We don't really want to put it on Oketra because we can't attack or block. We don't have enough creatures, so I'm okay with this particular instance of getting that down without putting on Mentor of the Meek. Let's say our opponent does block with Farhaven Elf. Maybe long game with Mentor of the Meek and Skull Clamp, we can really get some card draw going. And if you're playing mono white, there's not a lot of card draw. That's one of the downsides of playing mono white. Is there's just hey man, hope you're ready. Hope you're happy with your opening hand. And outside of that, you're not really digging much into your library for that. Okay, opponent does get down Rashmi with 1 mana open. But we'll see if we can't get some tokens onto the battlefield. Get that Anointed Procession. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll be 4 total devotion off the Shrine. And then we can still go for Oblivion Ring, which will be 5 on Rashmi. Yeah, I like that. That'll be some good devotion. Kind of make some cat tokens and equip it on there. See what we can kind of draw into. But yeah, I think I do like that play. If we go Oblivion Ring on Rashmi, and we'll still have enough mana to go for Shrine, that'll be 5 mana we can tap out for. And then go for Anointed Procession. A pretty good little swing. Or at least a value swing right there. Alright, that'd be pretty cool if we do outvalue Rashmi in the value race. Let's go ahead and get the Plains down. Let's go for Oblivion Ring. It's gonna be 1, 2, 3. Let's just kind of want to just tempo play. Take care of Rashmi, set her back a little bit. She goes back to the command zone. We're still gonna get the devotion. Let's go 1, 2 off the Shrine. Devotion to white. That's gonna be 4. We get down the Anointed Procession, and then we can go and push in with Mentor of the Meek actually. Just a 1/1 over there. Put in for 27. Put our opponent down to 27, and then we'll pass it back over. Alright, so we're in a really good spot. As far as devotion, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll have 5 total devotion. So we can go for the Shrine off the Ancient Tomb to add 5 white mana to our mana pool. And that's actually going to that's going to give us a couple activations off the Anointed Procession. Not activations, but we're going to get double the tokens off the activations off Oketra. So we can simply add that mana, get a few creatures on the battlefield, kind of Skull Clamp them if we want to, and then we can still swing it with Oketra with that double strike indestructible. So pretty good spot. And then we'll also probably get is this a May ability? Transform? No, it is not a May ability. Alright, opponent's going to go for Reclamation Sage, see if they're going to target. A lot of good options. You know, if they go for that, hey, we still got Skull Clamp. I'll take it in a heartbeat. Okay. Now we will. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll be 4 total mana that we can tap out for off the Ancient Tomb. That's going to be 7. We're not going to be able to. I don't know if we'll have enough creatures for Oketra, but we can still draw them off that Skull Clamp, which I'm a-okay with. Let's see if they want to swing with the Farhaven Elf. They can get it for 1 if they want to. That'll put us down to 22. Oketra's hiding in her box right now. She can't attack or block. That's unfortunate. And let's see what we draw into. Hopefully it's a creature. And it's funny because whenever I record, like when our opponent kind of has to stop during our upkeep, I always kind of keep leaning to the right, seeing if I can't get a peek at what card we're going to draw, like it even matters. But I always do that. Okay, we draw into Mutavault. That's actually not that bad. We can turn Oketra online with that. In fact, let's go ahead and get the Mutavault down. Okay, so Devotion 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, let's go ahead and get some Devotion going. That's going to be 1, 2 off the Shrine. Devotion to white. That's going to be 4. Let's get a Kitty Cat. Let's get a White Warrior creature token onto the battlefield. We'll go ahead and pay 1 on that one, so we can get a card draw going. Draw into another Plains. And then at this point, if we get the Mutavault fired up, we're not going to be able to swing in, but at least we can swing in with, yeah, I like that. We'll go Mutavault. Becomes a 2/2 creature of all creature types. Let's go and push in with Oketra. Do not want to lose Minter. So swing in for 3/6 double strike. We'll see if they offer up any blocks on that one. Okay, Farhaven Elf is going to jump in front of the Oketra. The Kitty Cat, break her boxes. She's out of her boxes now. And then let's go ahead and go for the Skull Clamp on the Warrior token. Draw 2 cards. Wayfarer's Bauble and Thran Dynamo. Okay, we're going to go and pass the turn. Kick it back over. And I guess, well, actually, it was a creature. I don't think we could have tapped. Maybe we could have tapped it. It had Summoning Sickness, so I don't think we could have. I don't think we could have tapped it. Maybe we could have. We could have gone down Wayfarer's Bauble, but we'll make it work. All right, so we've got a pretty good chunk of mana for next turn. We have Thran Dynamo off the Devotion. We can get that down and still use that with the white mana to go for Oketra. And we still have Mutavault too. The main thing is we're just gonna keep going for Skull Clamp. Love it. I have a one of my paper decks is Gov. Fungus, and it's just a Dirtle deck. I cannot tell you how many times I've not won with it. Do we need to get the flagstones down? Yeah, we're going to get that down. Get that down. Let's go for Thran Dynamo. It's going to be 1, 2, Devotion White. Go for Thran Dynamo. That way we can get a couple more creatures off the Oketra. Let's create one that's going to be 1, 2, 3. Get a White Warrior creature token. Okay, so we get that Warrior token onto the battlefield. Let's go and pay 1. I'm going to pay 1 to draw a card. Yes, indeed. We do want that. Hit another Plains. Okay. Let's go and activate the Mutavault. That way we can get our active creature type going. And I don't think we're going to swing in with Oketra on this one. I don't think we want to. Let's go and push in with the crew. Yeah, because if we swing in with Mutavault, they're just going to chump block. I mean, I don't really want Recognition Sage. Yeah, I'm okay with that. We'll go and swing in with Oketra. We force the block, and then we can. Alright, what are they going for? Clever Impersonator. Okay. If they go Clever Impersonator, on Oblivion Ring. Okay, there we go. Never mind. Alright, they're going to be able to take care of that. That's fine. If that's their best use for Clever Impersonators and O-Ring, I am a-okay with that. Alright, it's going to get us back to the command zone. Let's go ahead and go for the Equip on the Warrior token. Draw 2 cards. Wall of Omens, and then we don't have enough mana for Tithe, so let's go get the Weathered Wayfarer down. Excuse me, the Bauble, and then anything else we're going to go and pass the turn. Alright, and we did draw into Tithe, so search your library for a Plains card if your opponent controls more lands than you. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think we're at 7. Yeah, we're exactly 7, so we're going to be able to Tithe before we make the land drop, get a few extra, at least get a few Plains out of our library. That way we can start drawing into some more creatures, and then hopefully kind of close it out from there. Not seeing Rashmi come down just yet. I think they have enough. That's going to be 1, 2. Yeah, they have more than enough to recast Rashmi at 6 total converted mana cost. But we'll see. Got the lone Mentor of the Meek out there. Man, what a good card. Once you get Mentor of the Meek on the battlefield, you start casting a bunch of creatures. You get that Skull Clamp going. That really, really turns on the white card draw. Love it. Okay. Let's see what we draw into. Draw into. They did tap for some mana, so maybe they might have something they're trying to do during our upkeep. We'll see what they're going for. Okay, opponent's going to go for a Krosan Grip. Do you want to add that mana to our mana pool? We'll still go and add it to our mana pool. There we go. Add that mana to our mana pool. We'll get Mutavault fired up. Becomes a 1/1 2/2 creature using that mana that's floating. And then anything we want to go for, we could go for the Weathered. Actually, if we do this, we hold control. Let's go Tithe. We're going to cast that. I know what we can do. We can hold priority, activate the Wayfarer Bauble, cast Tithe in response to that, use 1 white. There we go. So that way we keep our lane count down. We grab those planes into our hand. And then we'll put the put the Bauble lane onto the battle. There we go. I knew we could kind of utilize that mana in some form or fashion. And then we draw into Path. Okay. I guess we need to get some stuff going. Let's go and get the planes down. Let's go. This is going to be 1, 2, 3. Let's go for Wall of Omens. It's going to be that and that. So right now, Oketra's going to be 6. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. If we tap that, still 2 more to get down Oketra. Yeah, I think I like that. We're going to draw a card off Wall of Omens. Draw into Pariah. Okay. We're going to pay for 1 for Mentor the Meek. Yeah, we'll go and do that. Draw another card. Brave the Elements. Let's go and go for Oketra. Let's tap the Ancient Tomb down first. It's going to be 1, 2. Add Devotion White. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go for Oketra. And then anything else, we're going to go ahead and pass the turn. Yeah. All right, so we've got a ton of planes in the hand, so we're going to have to get rid of some of those. Get rid of 2 of those. I'm okay with that. And then we're going to go ahead and pass it back over to our opponent. So we got some good stuff going. We've got Pariah. Pariah is basically, as long as they can't deal with Oketra, if they deal any damage to us, it's going to be dealt to Oketra. If you're keeping score at home, Oketra has Indestructible. So it's a good way for us to kind of lock our opponent out of the game, like a soft lock, because if simply they get rid of Oketra, like bouncing it, they'll get rid of Pariah. But we do have Brave the Elements. So if we can get a bunch of white creatures onto the battlefield, we might be able to kind of give our creatures protection and maybe get in for an alpha swing. You know, that's really far away. Our opponent is at 27 at this point right now. But hopefully we can kind of get some good value onto the battlefield and start going for that. All right, opponent's going to go for Lightning Greaves. All right, go for it. Unfortunately, they're going to be able to get that on Rashmi. We do have Path to Exile, but we're not going to be able to take care of it. If we do draw into something like Disenchant or something, we can get rid of Lightning Greaves and go for Path. But I kind of like that the way that turn kind of played out. We could have left up 1 white mana if we wanted to, but I like what we got going on. Okay. See what we draw into. Draw into Plains. All right, let's go get the Plains down. Yeah, that's pretty much the lane drop we're gonna make for the turn. Let's go ahead and go for some Oketra activations. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's gonna be 5. Yeah, while our opponent's tapped out, let's go ahead and go for Pariah on Oketra. It's gonna be a little bit extra devotion. It's gonna be 1, 2, 3. Can't attack or block. Let's go ahead and add that devotion to our mana pool. It's gonna be white. That's going to be 6 total mana. Let's go ahead and get a White Warrior token onto the battlefield. Do we want to pay 1 on this one? Yeah, we're going to pay that. Oh, we're drawn to Palace Jailer. Exile target creature and opponent with control. Until, yeah, let's go ahead and go for Palace Jailer. That's really going to bump our devotion, really kind of get some good stuff going. It's going to be 1, 2, 3. Let's go for Palace Jailer. And then we'll still be able to pay for that. All right. You become the Monarch. Exile target creature. It's going to be Reclamation Sage. We become the Monarch. We can still go ahead and pay for 1 off the Mutavault. Yeah. Draw into another Plains. Okay. Eventually we're going to run out of those if we draw them all. Let's go and swing in with Oketra. It's not really being salty. It's just like, hey, man, I'd like to see something other than Plains. All right. We're swinging in for 3. And then anything else, we're going to go and pass the turn. Now, we do have Brave the Elements and Path to Exile up, so that's pretty good. Let's go and get rid of the Plains. Now, we do draw into Stoneforge Mystic, so we'll see exactly what we can go for. And in fact, I may just kind of pop over there real quick just to kind of see what we're dealing with. So as far as we have Sword of Fire and Ice, protection from red and blue, Sword and Feast and Famine, protection from black and green. So either way, that's going to give us some good protection against Rashmi. And especially with that Sword Feast and Famine, we can get that down on Oketra, and get some good untapped steps, and maybe get a bunch of creatures going. I think that sounds good. Alright, opponent went for Nissa's Pilgrimage. Search your library for 2 basics for us, put it on the battlefield, tap, then shuffle your library. Okay. And then we'll see what they have to show. They only have 2 cards in the hand right now, so we might be able to just kind of outpush our opponent on this one. But if we get that sword going, that'll be really good for us. Okay. Especially that double strike. Ooh, yes, love it. Okay, see what we draw into. Alright, opponent's going for something during our upkeep. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe Cyclonic Rift. Excuse me, it's going to be World Breaker. Enters the battlefield whenever you cast it. Exile target enchantment or artifact, enchantment, or land. See what they're going to go for on this one. Okay, we still have path to kind of take care of the World Breaker, which I'm okay with. Eldritch Evolution. Let's go and cross off the Forest, cross off the World Breaker. And that it is on our opponent. So we'll see what they're going to target with the World Breaker. They're going to target Pariah. Yeah, that's completely fine with me. I think so. We're okay with that. Now, let's see if we might be able to get an Alpha Strike in with Brave the Elements. We've got a lot of creatures on the battlefield. Opponent is going to go for an Eldritch Evolution in response to that, so we'll see what they're going to show for it. But like I said, with World Breaker on Pariah, hey, that's not the end of the world. So let's say that we do get down Stoneforge Mystic. We get one of the swords on there. That's going to be a 5/8 swinging across. It's going to be 10 total commander damage. 10, that's going to be 12, 14, and then 1 is going to be right at 15. So that may not be just enough. All right, opponent does go for Consecrated Sphinx. Do we want to go for the... Yeah, I'm okay with going for Path on that one. We'll do that in a heartbeat. Yeah, let's go for Path on Consecrated Sphinx, and then that World Breaker, excuse me, it has no color, so at least we can be able to stop some of our swords from coming across. So at least we'll go for Stoneforge Mystic, get a get one of our swords onto the battlefield, equip it onto Oketra, and then kind of go from there. All right, or you can just draw into Fiend Hunter. There we go. I like it. Let's go ahead and get that down. I don't think there's any way we can exile that in response, so let's go ahead and go for that. Let's go for Stoneforge Mystic. Actually, let's get the Fiend Hunter down first. It's going to be 1, 2, 3. And then we'll don't really want to. Let's tap the Ancient Tomb down. Let's go for Fiend Hunter. It's going to be 1, 2. Let's go and exile the World Breaker. Yes, we're going to use that ability. And did we want to pay 1 on that one? Yes, we can go and pay 1. Yes, we'll draw another card. Or of Silence, okay. Let's go and tap down the Shrine for white. That's going to be 1, 2. We have 9 total mana. Let's get the Mutavault fired up. That way we can swing across with it. Let's go for Stoneforge Mystic. And then we'll go ahead and search our library for, and that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 equip. Yeah, we can still go and pay for 1 off that one. Let's go and grab the Sword of... Well, actually, do we need Sword of Feast and Famine? Fire and Ice, that'll be an extra 2 damage up top. Yeah, I think I like it. Let's go for Sword of Fire and Ice. Alright, we'll go and pay for that 1. Yes, we're going to draw that 1 card. Drawn to Loxodon. Whoa, wonderful. Alright, let's go and get the 1, 2, 3 down. Let's go and put it onto Oketra. And then we still have 3 more mana to go for. Yeah, let's go and get the... equip it on that. Coming in, that's going to be 6, 7 coming across. Or of Silence. Okay, let's go and push in on this one. We'll get the whole crew swinging across. That's going to be... We'll see what it is. It's going to be 12. 3 more. We're going to get the Legion's Landing to flip too. Which you can create those 1/1 soldier tokens. Okay. Swinging in, that's going to be 12, 14, 16, 18. I think that's going to be 19 coming across. And then plus the Sword of Fire and Ice trigger. That might be lethal, I think. Especially when we get double triggers off that. I think that is. We'll see. So if we get that trigger going. I think that might be enough. There we go. Close it out. Hey, look at Oketra. God of all kitty cats right there. Hey, that's worked out pretty well. You can see we're getting down Skull Clamp and just drawing a ton of cards will really get you some really good value. So, if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.